What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the Donald Trump and Adin Ross interview that took place. So this is pretty much just going to be the highlights of it. They did the, describe someone in one word, and they flipped through a bunch of people. I only saw like a minute of this live, so I'm going to be going through like the rest of it pretty much. I saw the rest of the live, but this is the main part that I missed, so I wanted to show you guys my reaction to it. And plus, the Dr. Disrespect video did fairly well, and a lot of people actually requested in my Discord for me to do some more drama and react content, especially after the last 1v1, that LOL content reaction video we did. We had quite a few people in the comments all suggesting it, so we're going to go ahead and continue with it. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and sub. Here's today's YouTube comment shout out. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, boys, let's make sure our audio is on. Audio is not on. Okay, now it's on. Let's go ahead and start it.
Okay, so shout out to Nelk, but they kind of gave me this idea. I have two segments I want to do with you.
Okay.
The first one is use one word that comes to mind to describe that person. Okay? It's a fun game.
Fun.
Let's start. All right, who is the first picture? And we got the Nelk boys. One word.
Great.
I love that. Okay,
Really
great.
good.
Okay.
So you're friends with them?
Yeah.
Are they competitors of yours, though?
Not even, honestly. Every time that I speak to Kyle or Steve,
Yeah,
it's just only
they're all
love.
great.
They're really, really
No,
good.
they're just great.
Yeah.
But in a way, you would be competitors, but you don't.
They're more bigger on the YouTube side of things. I'm more
Right.
live, so it's a lot. It's a
see.
different
I see.
world,
So it's different,
but it's kind of like parallel.
Look at them. I mean, they're just great people. That was Dana White. He said, "You got to do them." I said, "Who are they?" I didn't know. And after I did them, it was like an explosion.
All right. Let's
Hey,
see what we
yo,
got next
pause. What
here.
you mean you
We
did?
got- me.
And an explosion.
Well, I can just tell you that.
I don't know if that's taken out of context, bro,
would
but
be outstanding.
Yo,
My
pause.
sons told me about
What the
you,
fuck?
and they told me about how big Dad. My Baron.
Yeah.
He said, "Dad, he's really big." I said, "Yeah, but what about else?" He said, "He's also a friend of mine, right?"
Yeah.
But big stuff, Aiden. So I just have to say, outstanding to do what you've done at a young age, and I know how old you are. You're young. You're seriously young. My suit is older than you are.
How old your suit?
I don't know.
that's pretty wild, bro. Really said I'm on,
Thank
bro.
you, Mr. President. All right, let's see who we got next. We got,
That's funny.
and we got you.
Patriot. I'm a patriot.
Hey, too. Hey, that's pretty solid, bro. He didn't he didn't go like too crazy with it.
Interesting. He really is. He's an amazing guy. He's a very interesting guy.
Very interesting.
next?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, Joe Rogan's pretty wild.
Mr. White.
Ah, fucking ad. We're gonna have to cut this out the video.
Oh, well, he's a fighter.
Actually, there was no
I'll
music.
tell
I think
you,
we're
that
good.
guy, he fights. You wouldn't want to have him against you. A little bit true with all of these people that you're showing. There's a good one. Elon, a genius, truly a genius. I see the rockets come down with the
I used to work for
engines,
Tesla, boys. I don't know if y'all
and they're
know,
coming down. The
but
engines,
here's a little bit of lore, bro.
they
I used to work
have
at
no wings,
Tesla
no nothing. They're
for like a
those
good solid
couple
like
of
3.5
years ago.
months, bro. They
What
pay you
is
bank,
that?
and they give you hella hours.
And I
And
said,
their
"What was
management's
that all
actually
about?"
really
He said,
nice.
"Well, we want to be able to
You should
save
definitely work
the
at Tesla if you ever
engines,
get a
not
chance.
Go into the ocean and
Hashtag no
and
ad.
all, but he really is. He's a genius. He's also a very good person, Elon.
Let's see what we got next here. We
Yeah,
got
the only reason I even left Tesla is because it was too far.
Kanye.
It was like a 2-hour ride to
he's
get
very
there, and then 2 hours back.
Let's
And I worked
say
12-hour
Kanye.
shifts, so I was working like
Because
16 hours a day
he's
pretty much.
Really nice guy, but he can get
was
himself
pretty
into
wild.
trouble, and he can get some other people. But he's got a good heart. He does. But he's complicated. Kanye.
Kanye, yeah. Pretty wild. Oh, isn't this that one annoying ass politician?
Fake, but in all fairness, look, but she knows it.
Yeah, she's
got a
the,
thing
she's the one
going.
annoying ass one
It's a
who's
good
talking
thing.
crap on
She's a good thing for
I
her.
think it was Trump, bro.
But there's
I don't remember exactly. I just
something
remember her
she's
being
got. She's got a
annoying.
spark.
I didn't like her.
That's pretty amazing, actually. She's got a good spark.
But then again, I've only probably seen like a video or two
so
of her, so I can't really say too
I'll
much.
change it. I'll say spark.
Just my first impression
She
wasn't all
does
that
have.
great.
She gets on. When she was running against a gentleman from Queens, and I asked his people. I said, "Are you careful?" This guy was going to be Speaker of the House. It was going to be him, not Nancy Pelosi. And
God, I don't
Joe,
even talk about Pelosi.
he
bro.
is a good politician, a real pro.
I hate to get
Been
political,
around
bro,
for a
but
long
Pelosi's
time,
not
many
it.
years in Congress. And I watched her on television one time. I saw a clip of her speaking, ranting, raving, going crazy. And I said, who's she running against? She's running against Joe. I said, oh, does he know what's going on? Oh, he's got no problem, sir. He's got no problem. I said, is he doing any debates? No, he doesn't have to bother with the debates. He's been there for years. I said, tell him I said that he should be careful. Because I saw her. And I said, she's Evita. I called her Evita. Maybe that's the best. Evita Peron, right? I said, she's Evita. She's in the streets screaming, shouting, going crazy, hugging people, hugging. Everybody's being hugged. I said, he better be careful. And she took him out. So, I give her credit. But she's got a lot of sizzle.
Okay, so he wasn't like
Oh, well,
crazy, but he definitely was like, yeah, I still don't like her.
Powerful man. He's a powerful man. I know him very well. I know him probably better than
Xi
anybody in
Jinping,
this
huh?
country knows him. And
Yeah, I don't know.
got to know him extremely well. We had a great relationship until COVID. COVID was a step too
I don't
far.
know a lot about him,
But
bro.
we did very well with China. And President Xi, we did very, very well with China. We took in hundreds
Well,
of billions of
we're just
dollars.
gonna
No
have to take
president took
Trump's
in
word
10
for it right now.
cents. I took in. And I exposed China. Look, I want China to do great. Okay, but they can't take advantage of us like they were doing for years and years. We'd lose $500 billion a year in trade, all of it. But then COVID came in, and it really, I changed, but I will
man.
have a very good relationship with him. There's no
There's no
going
hate.
to war with him. He doesn't want to go to war. We're not going to go to war. And we had a very good relationship, actually. He was right in this room. He came to this country, and he stayed here for a number of days, as you remember. And we had incredible meetings, a very famous meeting in the dining room, actually. But he loves his country, and he's very strong
Damn.
and very
This
powerful.
man Adin Ross is in
and,
like an important spot,
very
bro.
interesting. But he
How
really
does
does
stuff like
love
this
his country,
happen, bro?
I can tell you that.
You just reach out with like through DMs or something?
On this list.
That sounds like an Adin Ross thing, though. Reach out to like DMs on Twitter.
Gavin Newscum.
Oh,
You
bro.
spelled his
Okay,
last
okay,
name?
okay, okay. Hold on, chat. We need a sidebar, bro. Okay. I don't think y'all understand. Gavin Newsom is the worst governor California's ever had in fucking history. And it's not even fucking close. Like, statistically, he is the worst person to have ever been governor for this fucking state. I have lived here for all of my fucking life, and although I've only been into politics maybe like a couple years, because when I was like 18 to like 20, I didn't really care. I was ignorant. I was kind of dumb. But like, when it came to like starting to learn about stuff after the election took place, I started learning more. And then I realized that Gavin Newsom is a giant piece of shit. Not only has he, used, I don't know, I believe he's a money launderer. I'm not going to say anything officially. It all could be allegations for all I fucking know. But what I've seen, what I've heard, it seems like he uses personal funds, or he uses like tax dollars for personal funds to go buy shit and money launder. Now I don't know the validity of that, but at the same time, it just seems like the pieces all line up, especially with how he treats the state, especially with his laws that he enacts. The fast food minimum law has made it nearly impossible for people to get jobs. So that's something he already messed up on. He signed that into law like Labor Day last year or something like that, and then it took place this year. But what I've heard and from what I've seen, literally it's impossible to get a job in fast food now because now there's no laws that back up like the minimum, like I don't know how to explain it. Like there's laws that back up the minimum wage, yeah, but not like the minimum amount of hirees or like the maximum amount of people. Because now all they're doing is hiring like fucking 30 people and then giving them like 3 days a week. There is no more full-time jobs over here, bro. In the long term, it's going to be terrible because it's just going to be a bunch of people with like 2 jobs. Like everywhere now. So that's pretty wild. But besides that, honestly, I just don't really like the guy. Especially the no like pursuing people they steal. I know in Orange County they still enforce it. I know the police police station has already issued like a tweet about it, saying like they said that they're gonna continue to, pursue people even if they are under that $1,000 limit. It's just made crime like so rampant around here, especially in LA. It's really bad because in LA they just don't see the point because they don't want to spend their resources. So, especially if they don't have to. So yeah, that's just kind of my take on Gavin Newsom. Off to the side. I know it's a little off topic, but I need this video to be a little bit longer. Ad revenue. No, I'm just playing. I just want to get my honest thoughts.
You literally ruined California. Beautiful state. California is beautiful.
Yep.
You ruined it.
And when you watch him, he's always saying, "Oh, we're doing so great."
Right,
We're not
right.
doing great. I mean, I have holdings in California, and I own a golf course right on the ocean, right on the Pacific Ocean, in
course he
Palos
does.
Verdes.
I mean, I would
beautiful. It's
too
a
if I had
club.
his money.
It's
Not a golf course,
you
but
know,
like
many acres,
mini
hundreds
golf
of
course.
acres, and it's
A giant
it's
mini golf
fantastic,
course.
But California is so precious. One of the most beautiful places in the world in terms
have
of
multiple,
weather,
like,
in terms
areas.
of everything.
Be like
And they're
Camelot,
just
bro. I don't know,
destroying
y'all
it
ever
with
been to
crime. The
Camelot?
crime is out of
Camelot's so
control.
fire. I
It's
need to
a
go back.
dangerous place. And he, I think he's, it's a shame because I like him. I got along with him great. I helped him a lot with his fires. I kept saying, why don't you do something about the forest fires?
Yeah.
There's no reason to have that. There's no management. They have no management control over the forests. I said, you have
Dude,
to
the
do
fires are
things.
pretty bad.
But I got along with him great.
They
but
get
he
pretty
has
bad.
not done the job.
No.
He has not
They're in the
done
air
job.
quality like
Sad.
hell too.
Got a few more. Let's see what we got next.
Yeah. He's turned very liberal, actually. They say he's the son of
I
Fidel
don't know a lot about
Castro,
Trudeau. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
and could be.
Even though I feel like I should.
Anything's possible in this world, You're going to learn as you get older. You've seen a lot already for your age. Per age, I would say. Per year spent, you've seen as much as anybody. But Justin Trudeau is, I got along with him very well, actually. But he seems to be going very progressive, and the people of Canada are not liking it. I mean, if they had a good conservative person, which maybe they do, maybe.
Oh, great.
Find affordable health insurance plans. Lowest price.
That video better say monetized, bro.
But somebody that's a strong
fucking ads.
conservative would.
Hey,
would
how long
win
are we in
Canada.
then if we're getting
Canada's
more
very
ads?
unhappy about
Oh, we're at 10
the way
minutes
they've
already.
been treated as people.
You would have
got
been way
along with
further
him,
in if I didn't take that sidebar.
Now this man, I really got along with well.
Oh,
We
really?
had Little Rocket Man. We had the red button. He said, "I have a red button on my desk," and I said, "No, I have a red button too, and mine's bigger than yours, and mine worked."
Damn. That's kind of cold, bro. Come on.
It was.
I really said, yeah, your shit ain't shit.
bad month and a half. He was very, very tough on President Obama.
Yeah.
Very tough on everybody. It's the hermit nation, and it really is. I mean, it's. I said to him, "Do you know Elton John?" No, no, no. I said, "Did you ever hear the song Rocket Man?" And I actually played him the song Rocket Man. He said, "No, I've never heard it." I said, "You're Rocket Man." He said, "No, you call me Little Rocket Man, not Rocket Man." But I tell you what, so we had a very nasty 2 months. People were actually worried about it because it could have been dangerous. But President Obama told me that this was the single biggest threat to the United States, was Kim Jong-un of North Korea. And one day I got a call from people that wanted to see me about him, and he wanted to meet. He did not want to meet with Obama, did not want to meet with anybody. Got tremendous nuclear capability. He does. And we've checked that closely, and he does.
I think he
I got to know him
probably
very
wanted to
well.
check him.
And I got along with him great. He's very
Oh, maybe
smart.
not.
He's very strong. He's the absolute leader. A lot of people say, oh, maybe he's not the leader. He's the absolute. When he's around, his people are standing up at attention. I've never seen. We were at a lunch, and they had 20 people on his side.
Yeah,
and
because he
20
probably
people on my
presses
side
the
looking
fuck
at
out of them if they
Right.
don't.
In Singapore. We had a meeting in Singapore. It was the biggest press conference.
I don't know. That's just my personal thoughts,
Thousands
guys.
of-
Ignore me.
Paparazzi. I've never seen anything like it. I think people said they've never seen anything like it. I was walking in, he was walking in. We met in the middle, remember? And
Yeah, of
the
course.
place just went
It's
crazy.
pretty wild, bro.
But we got along very well. He's very, very smart. And, he's a real power. He's a real power. I think
The
he's
real
upset
power.
that I'm not
That's
there.
the
Nothing
one
would
way
have
to explain
happened
it, I
with
guess.
him. We would have gotten along with him fine. I was trying to get him to do, his country is, you talk about location. I'm a real estate guy. He's right between, think of this, Russia, China, one side, and South Korea on the other. I said, you have a great piece of real estate. You could make so much. You could have gorgeous things. I said to him, think about gorgeous condos going up on your shore. He's got a lot of ocean. He's got ocean frontage on both sides, right? But I got along with him great, and we would have had no problem with him. Now he's getting very angry with us, and he's getting very angry with, I understand he doesn't like her. He doesn't know her, but he forms opinions, and he doesn't like her. And he thought that Biden was a stupid man, a very stupid man. He would say that, but I say the same thing, so at least we agree on something. But Biden
That's
is,
pretty wild.
they really have hurt our country. These people have hurt our country.
Yeah,
Kim
I don't like
Jong-un was
Biden
great
either,
for,
brother.
for as long as
You guys
he
will
was-
hear me
as
on
long as
stream
I
always
was
making
there,
Biden
There's
jokes.
going to be no problem. That I can tell you. We met in Singapore. I got to know him so well.
Bro's just senile. That's
And,
it.
you know, I always say that
Yeah, it's like
we
he's
have
not, but he is.
enemies from within, and we have enemies on the outside. So he would be considered, I guess, an enemy. I think he would be absolutely fine. China, the same thing. I always say if you have a smart president, you don't have a problem with the outside. But you still will have a problem with the inside because these people are sick. They're sick. And the people from
Yeah,
the
well,
inside, I mean, they're
gonna have to
willing
see how it
take
turns
down
out
our
at the
country.
election, bro.
It's incredible. When I look at
Whoever wins,
guys
they gotta like
like
fix
Adam Shifty Schiff,
whatever's going on,
he's
bro.
such a bad guy, such a liar.
Even
with
though
the
I do
Russia,
prefer
Russia,
Trump,
Russia hoax.
as long as
Total
somebody
hoax.
else besides Biden
It
is in
went on
office,
for
so they can
2.5
actually talk,
years.
bro.
And total
Not look like an
exoneration,
idiot.
nothing
Not
to
make
do
America
with
look like
Russia.
an
The
idiot.
opposite. I was the worst thing that ever happened to Russia because I stopped the pipeline, the Russia pipeline. It's called Nord Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of Nord Stream 2. But, you know, it was just 2 years of this stuff. And actually putting our country in danger because you put your country in danger with another country.
So I know Fannie Willis has treated you very unfair. I have a friend who's currently being treated unfair by her.
Okay.
He's a
I
rapper
think,
named Young Thug.
Yeah.
And I was just
Hey, did they finish with
yeah.
the
I just was wondering if there's a way that
whole
we
one
can.
person? Oh, no, no,
make
okay.
it
They're going
fair,
back to it.
that's
They're
all.
going back to it.
So I've heard about him, and I heard he's being treated very unfairly by
unfair.
her.
Yeah.
And I would tell her she's got to treat these patriots that are being all terrible. They're going after him. And I hear Young Thug is being treated. I heard the name.
Yeah.
I heard it from other people where they say he's being treated very unfairly.
Very unfair.
So he's got to be treated fairly.
Please.
Yeah, Young Thug.
Thank you, Tom.
He has, I mean, from what I've heard, I heard it was pretty bad.
So let's see who we got next on the.
But I'm not going to get into that, boys. If that pops up as a drama video in the future, maybe we will, but
So
I don't really want to cover all
he
this
was
stuff.
very good with me because when they were doing the Russia hoax, they said I did something with him on a phone call, and
Zelensky,
basically I
huh?
congratulated him on his winning the presidency,
Right.
and said some other things which turned out to be perfect, better than perfect. If he sees any corruption, please report it to the Attorney General of the United States, which we have an agreement with the country. We have actually a signed contract with them, a very important one that because
I know
Ukraine has
Zelensky
always
likes
been
us,
known
bro.
as
We
very
give him so much
corrupt. I don't
money.
know if you know that. It has
So
been
much
a
fucking
very
money.
corrupt country. I think the people are great, but it's been very corrupt. And I said, if you find any corruption in the country, you should report it immediately to the Attorney General. I did say that. And it was a very good thing to say. It turned out I was 100% right in saying it. So they made up a phone call, but fortunately, the phone was essentially taped. The call was essentially taped. I didn't know this, but a lot of times when you're talking foreign leaders, they have tapes or they have stenographers. And we had 2 professional, really great military stenographers. So every word. So when they said I did these things, I said, no, I didn't. And then I said, was that taped or did they have the stenographers? The answer was yes. And they got all the way down the line to impeach me. They wanted to impeach me over this phone call, a single phone call. And I knew that I had them because I had the tape or the stenographers, everything perfect. Every word was said. And then they did the impeachment. And just before that, because I remember Nancy Pelosi was crazy, we can't impeach him. Look at what the phone call was. She saw the phone call.
Yeah.
And then they decided, well, let's do it anyway. Can you believe how bad these people are?
Horrible.
Let's do it anyway, because they had the phone call.
Yeah.
That's where Tim Scott, a great guy from a senator from South Carolina.
So
he said,
Pelosi actually
"Wait a
helping
minute,
for
I've
once?
just
Question
read the
mark?
phone call. That phone call was, he was the first one to speak up. Tim Scott of South Carolina. Then Republican senators spoke up. And they were great. I mean, you know, there was great.
That's crazy, bro.
the
Imagine
other
having
one was
physical
Mitt
evidence and
Romney,
people
you know,
still
real
saying you're
stiff,
guilty.
Real stiff. And
That's
He
crazy.
couldn't get elected dog catcher right now. But and he actually
All
voted,
alleged,
he
I
actually
guess,
only
but-
took a half a vote away. But everybody else voted for me 100% unanimous
Oh,
with
man.
Republicans.
This is
And it was
crazy
fine.
work.
But what they did was they made up a call. And then when they found out that I had
Did they
it
cover anybody
essentially
else?
on tape,
Or is it just
they
Zelensky the
looked
rest of the time?
really bad.
I think they
And
just
they had
talked
a decision to
about
make. Do they
Zelensky the
pull
rest
it?
of the time.
And she said, no, we shouldn't be doing this, but let's go ahead with it anyway. I did nothing wrong. So you have to be careful. So let me just say about him. So
Yeah.
Do not pay somebody to build you a Shopify
Ah.
store because I'm going to do it free with 20
Don't play
handpicked
any
products.
music, bro. Thank
When
you.
they called him and they asked him, did President Trump say anything that was inappropriate or wrong? He said, absolutely not. It was a very nice phone call. There was nothing unusual about it at all. And he could have grandstanded. He could have said, well, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, boys. I think he's done talking about his reaction to him. I think it's just more of now talking about what happened with his impeachment. So pretty much gonna cut the video here. Let me know how what you guys felt about this video. Let me know if you guys want more reactions and stuff like that. Sometimes I kind of fizzle out towards the end of videos and reactions. Sometimes I get a little distracted. But I will try my best to do these, and if we do longer form content, I will try my best to keep up with that as well. I'll let you guys know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and sub button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.